Hi, hello, how are you? My name is Tatfu and I'm an artist locally here in Staten Island. And today I'm going to introduce you how to make your own black walnut ink. And I've been doing this for the past year. And I started this whole process in the fall in November. Um, first, First step is that since we are all in lockdown and if you are going for a walk in a park or in a natural reserve area, please look out for a black walnut tree. And if you doesn't know how it looks like, you can Google it, how it looks like, how the shape of the leaf looks like, or how the trunk look like if it's without the leaf in the winter. So locate your own tree. Most crucial part, locate it because it is very hard to find it when you want it, and if it doesn't want it, it shows up everywhere. So first locate a tree. Once you locate a tree, then you need to know what are you going to do with it. So first thing is that when you try to locate a tree, bring a glove there and also a plastic bag because it's going to get messy. So collect all those black walnut from the ground and then you can freeze it in the freezer for the whole year. Then you need to choose what you're going to do with them. We have two options. You have to choose a hobby. Either you like calligraphy or either you want to do a natural dyeing process. So basically for me, black walnut is to make ink or to make dye. So two options. So for dyeing, it's pretty simple. You can have other type of dyeing, natural dyeings, onion skin, avocado skins, and other things. Best material to dye is raw linen and raw wool. So try those two out. Cotton not so good, and the rest is horrible. So try those two out. If you wanted to make walnut ink, which I highly recommend, it's very fun. Take those walnut back. It looks like this. Obviously, I saved them from last year in my freezer, and you can see how they look. Don't be too squeamish because they might have maggots and worms in there. So just freeze everything, and when you want to use it, just throw in the pot with the worms in it. Doesn't matter. More nutrients for the ink bath. So just basically maybe use a pot like this. Maybe 10 to 12 fruits to a whole pot of water, and then boil for maybe 2 hours, and then see how it works. Smoosh it a little bit so that the ink from the skin of the fruit, the meat of the fruit, that's what we want. The pit itself doesn't have ink, so we just want the black walnut flesh that makes the ink. So smoosh it a little bit, and then strain the whole pot through sort of like a sieve bag if you have one for nut milk, or if not, through a t-shirt. I had a t-shirt that is sort of like a mesh, and that works really well. And depends on how fine you want the ink to be. You might need to sieve it a couple of times if you want it like super fine. I just sieve it once because I didn't mind it to be a little bit grainy and coarse in the ink. So that's what I did. And from this, you can also make different things. You can also, once you have the ink, you can also take some bamboo stick and carve out your own sort of like writing utensil and write with it. It's super fun. Like this one too. You could use turkey feathers. Obviously, you might find some turkey feathers during your walk in nature, and then you just need to make 2 cuts or maybe 3 cuts. One is to have this scoop, and then one is to cut out the center part of the quill so that it has like a slot so that the ink could float out. So that is some other projects that you can do. And once you have the ink sieve and it's in a container like this, make sure you add on some alcohol so that the ink won't go bad. If it doesn't add it, it'll get moldy, and then in weeks even it will get moldy and it smells yucky. So if you have alcohol in it, it sort of disinfect the ink, and you will have it almost, I don't know, forever, I guess. Like you can have it for years. I plan to use all this in my art projects. But if you're super lazy, you can just come to me and I'll give you a bottle. I have plenty to share. Donation are welcome. But anyway, I hope that you have fun. I'm available for more questions. If you have, just contact me. These projects are super fun to do with children. And this is a painting from my neighbors, Julia. And other ideas of ink usage is use it as sumi ink on rice paper. And if you are learning a foreign language, it's perfect time to use the walnut ink as your ink, because you will need to write a lot, and it's fun to use the ink that you make yourself to learn a new language. That's what people say during the lockdown, learn a new language. So get to it. Can do calligraphy. There is a book that I wrote about this project, and it's called Natural Dying, and it's a book called New Earth Resiliency Training Module. You can download it on my website tatfu.com, or you can get it at the Concerns newsstand. Do follow my social media at tatfu.com. Hope you enjoy the ink making project, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.